We are slowly converting the household to use all LED lamps. Here's an example where they are very useful. It's a bathroom light, gets 6 or 7 hours of use per day, so the savings, even over a compact fluorescent lamp, are significant. As well, the higher color rendering index of the LEDs are much better suited to the bathroom than compact fluorescents. This is also an example where the fixture itself needs to be modified in order to reliably run the LED lamps long term. While the fixture does have small vent holes around the edge of the metal shade holder, they may not be sufficient to move enough air to properly cool the LED lamps. While these fixtures do have an open bottom of the glass shade, the small vent holes may not move sufficient air to prevent the LED lamp from cooking in its own waste heat. It's a little bit warm in here, 27.5 degrees Celsius. I'm going to do a quick comparison test between having the glass shade on and the glass shade removed. No changes have been made to the vent holes in the fixture, and we're just going to see how much more temperature rise above ambient the lamp with the glass shade on experiences. We'll just let that run for maybe an hour and see what the temps are. It's been about an hour. Let's have a look at what temperature these LED lamps got to. The lamp on the right, which has the glass shade removed for this test, was running at about 96 degrees Celsius. The one over here on the left, with the glass shade still in place, was running at 117 degrees Celsius. At least to me, that's a bit too hot, and that could easily shorten the lamp's life. Meanwhile, this third bulb has been operating in what I would call ideal conditions in a table lamp nearby. It has free access to ventilation, the lampshade does not impede the ingress or egress of air, and it is currently running at 91 Celsius, while the ambient temperature is approximately 26.5 Celsius. Let's use the information on the package and our measurements on the table lamp to give some idea of what the maximum allowable temperature for these LED lamps would be. We have an ambient temperature of 26.5 Celsius, measured lamp temperature of 91.0 degrees Celsius, giving a total temperature rise in the lamp of 64.5 degrees Celsius. On the packaging, it lists 45 degrees Celsius as the maximum ambient air temperature. The packaging lists 45.0 degrees Celsius as the maximum ambient temperature. Using the temp rise of 64.5 degrees Celsius from the table lamp case, this gives a maximum allowable lamp temperature of 109.5 degrees Celsius, which, for this case, I'll round up to 110 degrees Celsius, measured at the heatsink. From the data we have gathered and calculated, we can see the table lamp installation is quite safe, as is the bathroom fixture with the glass shade removed. It is a bit hotter than the table lamp installation, but still well within limits. The stock bathroom fixture with the glass shade still in place is already overheating, and this is with the room sitting empty for quite some time. If someone were to take a warm shower, I suspect that the temperature in that room would climb above 30 Celsius, pushing the LED lamp even further above its limits. Here is the bathroom light fixture on the workbench. Going to drill additional ventilation holes between the stock ones, and see how much extra airflow that gives us. I've drilled larger holes in between the smaller original vent holes. The original ones are approximately 3/16 of an inch in diameter. The ones I drilled are approximately 19/64 inches in diameter. This gives a significant increase in the cross-sectional area of the vents, and hopefully will move enough air to keep the LED lamps happy. LED lamp has been running over an hour in the newly modified bathroom fixture. The ambient temperature is 25 Celsius. The lamp temperature is 104 Celsius at the heatsink. I'll show the math in just a sec, but I can already tell this is a substantial improvement. And here are the numbers. by adding several more large vent holes to the bathroom fixture, managed to drop the temperature significantly. Now, with an ambient temperature of 25 degrees, the lamp only got to 104 degrees, for 79 degrees of temperature rise. Before, with the glass shade in place and no modification, we had 117.5 degrees at the lamp for 89.5 degrees of temp rise. By knocking off 10.5 degrees of temp rise, it's not quite as good as without the glass shade, or the ideal case in the table lamp, but the LED lamps in the bathroom fixture will now run at survivable temperatures. They've been effectively derated to have a maximum ambient air temperature of 31 degrees Celsius, but this is acceptable as the bathroom would rarely get above that.